Good morning, everybody. Thursday morning, Matthew Smith here, getting ready for the Daybreak program as we roll on here this morning.
Is that what we're doing here?
We've got another baseball thing to talk about. You heard about this? Toronto Blue Jays, Creighton University.
Heard that.
Not happy because they have a very similar uniform, or logo, Blue Jays.
I remember when it came out, a lot of people thought that the bird looked like Toronto and maybe the C looked a little bit like Connecticut, but they did their own thing with it. No, it's interesting. Toronto's probably press them a little bit. We'll see how it goes.
Toronto Star, the newspaper, had a very interesting article about it. We're going to have a web question a little bit later today, so if you're online, follow us on social media today. Remember, WOWT 6 News Facebook page. We'll have some people reacting to that this morning. Look for that so you can get your voice in on that. Sorry, I always throw things at you, but baseball, you're a baseball guy. You like this stuff.
You want to talk sports? I'll talk sports, whatever.
We'll also talk weather, though. It was a little hot outside yesterday. I did crank up the AC as you recommended, and it was very appreciated because we needed it.
The good news is today we may get a little bit of a reprieve. We've had some storms hold together that moved all the way across Nebraska. Right now they're moving in Columbus and York, and I think they're going to keep holding together enough that the rain chances up to about 60% by 9 o'clock. Even if they do start to fall apart, I think the clouds may hang around long enough that the morning clouds may keep our afternoon a little cooler. So I backed this off to the upper 80s today. Afternoon high. Still going to be humid, can't shake that. But I think it may push the really intense heat a little further south for at least a day anyway. So may have lucked out today. I'll show you what I'm talking about when Daybreak gets going.
All right. Exciting. I like dropping a few degrees because every little bit counts when you're talking 90s. So high 80s better than low 90s. He'll have more on that coming up. We're getting close to 4:30, so I'm just going to give you kind of a rapid fire, a few of the things that we're going to be following this morning. Southwest Omaha, a restaurant got robbed overnight. We'll tell you where and where that suspect took off to. He is on the loose this morning, but we know what direction he was heading. UPS, if you've been shipping via UPS, beware. There was actually a data breach that took place, and it took place over several months. The time frame of this is a little bit sporadic, but UPS admitting that it happened, says that no fraud has been reported yet, but they do know that at least one store in Omaha specifically was affected. So we've got some details on that, what you need to know to protect yourself. And they are going to be offering some help to monitor your credit and that type of thing. So if you feel like you could be one of those people that could be affected, make sure you pay attention to that story. We'll have more on that later on this morning. Also, Gaza, Israel airstrikes continued overnight. That ceasefire is not in place anymore. And if you're going to be heading out on Labor Day, you're not alone. AAA released their new statistics. 37 million people hitting the roads this Labor Day holiday. A lot of stuff coming your way. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Remember, 2.5 hours of news. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and of course, you can always watch us online or over the air on your TV set. We'll see you for 2.5 hours beginning in about 8 minutes.